and welcome to my little Planet Zoo Arctic Pack showcase review, whatever. So, as you can read in the title, and as I just told you, I'm going to be taking a look at the Arctic Pack for Planet Zoo. Now, you do need the base game to play this, in case that's not obvious. The Arctic Pack itself costs around 10 euros, $10, 8 power wins. It depends on your currency a little bit, but we're talking around that area. And first of all, here we have all of the staff buildings that you get with it. So there's obviously no new types of staff buildings, but they gave them new shells. That's all of them. Here we've got a lot of like pre-built houses that they've got in it. Some Christmas decorations, some other decor. This cute little house over here. These are the 2 new toilets you get, and these are the new shop shells you get. Down here I also hid the new bench that people are sitting on right now. Can you move? The new bench, the new bin, the new table that has already been destroyed. There we go. And the new canopy. Sort of umbrella thing. These are a few more pre-built items that you get. Now this pack comes with quite a few construction items, and I'm just gonna go in here, go into construction for Arctic Pack, and slowly scroll through it. Because, go away. The tickets are well before they were. This is like the eternal pain. This doesn't go away even with the Arctic Pack, so live with it. Visitors not complaining, it's not included in the Arctic Pack. Anyways, these are all the items. I'm gonna slowly scroll through it so that you can stop if there's anything you want to take a look at. It's generally like obviously Arctic themed, sort of like Sweden, Norway-ish, Scandinavia, you know, that area. In addition to these like wooden walls, you also get ice block walls and snow block walls. You can build your own igloo and stuff like that. And a lot of the decoration is either Christmas themed or, you know, straight up well, ice themed. But most of it is Christmas, so like a lot of wreaths, a lot of hanging lights, a lot of gifts, stuff like that, which well, if you like it, then that's great. As I said, that's it for facilities. There's nothing new in here. We do get new exhibit shells as well, but there is no new exhibit animal in this pack, so you know. Also, whether you want to have snakes in a zoo like this, so, well, can I just pop you down here? There we go. I'm sorry that it's sort of dark. I'm gonna just go and make it a bit brighter. There we go. I'm playing on the Antarctic map, for anyone wondering. Antarctic tundra. Yeah, and I just had yep, okay, we were expecting offspring. And now we're moving on to the actually interesting part. Now, warning, there are no new plants in this thing. There are a few plants that are newish or that were new at the time of the game, which are, for example, these Christmas trees. But these were all released for free. You didn't have to buy the pack for them, so there's no new plants. Rocks, whatever. What is new are these 4 species. In case you're wondering why this habitat looks the way it does, we'll get to that in a second. So here we've got, oh, we have baby. We've got Arctic wolves as a counterpart to the normal wolves. They're roughly the same. They behave roughly the same. They're just as cute. But he's in quarantine. Oh well, not my concern right now. There you go. Planet Zoo does have individual showcase videos if you want to take a closer look at these guys. I've also put all of the new habitat shelter belts in here. This is the small shelter. I gave them water. They don't need water, but might as well. And obviously they will steal all of your meat. Right? Yes. So yeah, I have a like group of 2. If you go in here, just real quick, you can see that you have like, you can have more animals, but only 2 of them can breed, so yeah. Next up, the doll sheep. These lads here. The male is currently in quarantine, even though, like, someone should be taking care of him. And I don't know why no one is taking care of him. There is a vet. There is no vet. Why is there no vet? There, I forgot to hire a vet. I'm stupid. No, I do have 2 vets. I just didn't assign them to work zone. Oh well. Not our problem. There are males. The only difference is that they have larger horns. But that's the dull sheep as they are. They're the least picky animals I've seen in this game in a long time. They don't give a shit about the terrain. They don't need a lot of space. Like, this is for a group of 6 animals. And they're also not particularly, I mean, they are picky when it comes to plants, but you still have a fair amount of selection. By the way, this is the medium pre-built shelter, sort of meant to be made out of old chips, I suppose. And over here we've got the reindeer, which, you know, you can't miss reindeer in a Christmas-themed pack. They're all so cute. Yes, come on, get up. Up you go. Siegfried. Which once again, they don't need a lot of space. You can decorate the area pretty much however you want to. Larger choice of plants. Can take a look at the bait. Do we have a young already? Nope, we don't. And over here, you might be wondering, what happened to this habitat? This is the ice bear, polar bear, bear, white bear, snow bear, call it whatever you want. So this is the polar bear habitat with a large Christmas castle thing. This is the large shelter that came with this pack, pre-built shelter. I mean, it is large, just like these polar bears, just like their habitat. Let's take a look at one of you. Yes, this is Atazak. Ataksak. Wow. The female. What's going on with my daytime? There, let's have some light. Yes, I know. Very, very white, very shiny. And you know, they're cool. They look great. But there's this thing. 2 polar bears need 7,000 square meters of land, which is like, I gave them 11,000. So like, you could cut off this much and they'd still be fine, roughly. But they'd still need this much land. And they also need 2,250 square meters of water. This is barely how much water they need. I can put 2 habitats for other species in this. And then comes the second fun part. All they want is North American and European tundra and aquatic plants, which is what I've got set in here right now. You may notice that aside from these coastal mangrove trees that I placed, just because it's fun to have coastal mangrove trees in a habitat with polar bears, and these little bushes, there's just, you know, floor coverage. Meaning, this is gonna be one of those empty habitats that you have to fill with stones. And it's an empty habitat of 6,000 square meters, 7,000 for 2. So if you get polar bears, you should have a plan on how you design the place, because it's not gonna have a lot of plants in it. Which, you know, it makes sense, but it's still always a choice for design. Like. Also, you get 2 new path options. Sorry, a little sleepy. You get the wooden path, which is just this path here. And I hope you can see it over the snow. And then you get the frosted ice path, which is the same print, just in ice. And frosted, and apparently not slippery at all. So yeah, that's everything I can show you here. This game pack also comes with 2 story, career mode, scenario, whatever you want to call them, pieces. One of them is featured actually in this map, I believe, or in a similar map. And the other one is in the desert. So if you're interested in that, this pack does have 2 of them. But that's about it, really. 4 animals, 2 scenario modes, career modes, and these pre-built, no new plants, 2 new paths, and you still have stupid visitors who come into park during winter with short sleeves and hot pants. So, now to the more opinionated part of this. Is this worth it? In my opinion, as you can see, I bought it. I did buy it. Out of the 2 current packs, I like it less than the tropical pack, but I do still think that you get decent things for your money. I mean, you get 4 animals, out of which, you know, these ones were definitely newly animated entirely. The doll sheep are completely new animated. The wolves and the bears, obviously, they were able to take all the bear and all wolf models, so that's that. They probably only reworked them a little. You get a fair amount of new designs. For me personally, these designs aren't really things I would use a whole lot outside of this pack. Maybe they would, but why would I use Christmas decorations? You know, a lot of it is Christmassy. I'm not a big Christmas person, so I probably wouldn't be using it all that much. I do think that there's some cute items, like this little reindeer statue here, for example. Rudolph. The glowing ice bear, polar bear. I'm gonna keep calling them ice bears, whatever. Live with it. Polar bears. And obviously these animals are quite nice, and some of them make pretty good starter animals. Like the doll sheep and the reindeer if you start in a colder climate, because all of these animals do care about being exclusively in a cold climate. I think in total I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10 probably. 10 being really awesome, you have to get it, and 0 being don't get it. Mostly because, you know, for me it's a little too non-versatile, which, you know, it's an Arctic pack, it's not supposed to be versatile, but for me to buy something, or for me to encourage people to buy something, I think it has to, you know, be usable regularly, no matter where you build and everything. And that's why I feel this pack is a little restricted. You'll see what I mean in my other review. Because, like, here's the thing, you wouldn't place any of this in a zoo that wasn't covered in snow, would you? And the Christmas items, you probably wouldn't place this in any zoo, unless you make, like, once again, a Christmas Winter Wonderland themed park. There's some awesome pieces like this in here. The whole Viking thing, I love it. But I have to admit, I haven't used any of this. Aside from, like, maybe Rudolph twice. And I have had, like, these animals in my zoos. I just didn't feel like using the pack too much. Because even then, you know, I just used some items, not all of it. Yeah. They look so cute and fluffy. If only they had proper plants to choose from. That is another one of my main complaints. The polar bears, which are by far the coolest animal in this thing, technically speaking. What is this? like what is this? First of all, why are mangrove trees available? I mean, that's like a programming thing. And second of all, couldn't you have made like some old broken tree pieces that we could have used? Like, there are these old tree stems, where are they? Here, like this. Like broken trees and stuff. Or like you do see polar bears going further down south nowadays, where they do have like trees, like this, like, you know, like actual trees. And I find it a little sad that there's 0 trees here. Like, I would have been happier if they had just given them like a slightly lower coverage percentage and like put in some new trees that we could have used for them. Because if this place is snow covered, you can't even see the flowers. Like, these are all different flowers, but you can't tell because they're all covered in snow. So that is probably one of the other issues. Because as much as I love polar bears, I rarely ever use them. Because you need so much space, it's hard to decorate. Yeah, that sort of makes it difficult to work with. I think that's enough of a reason. All the other animals, I really like. They're all really, really cute. The area design is nice, you can work with it, can definitely work with it. They don't have any combined species, so any interspecies habitats, but I assume that you could mix the doll sheep and the reindeer if you wanted to, because they do have the same plants. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm done reviewing this. Also, the story modes, career modes, I haven't played through those yet entirely. Their career campaign things, like, it's gonna be a little challenging, you're gonna struggle a little, you have to use these animals, obviously. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna rate the campaign. It's a campaign. Like, it's the same way as the other Planet Zoo campaigns. If you like them, you like them. If you don't like them, you don't like them. I think that's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, that's it. I'm repeating myself. Good job, me. I hope you liked this video. I hope it helped you a little deciding whether you want to get this pack or not, if you didn't already get it. As I said, it's on Steam for around €10, $10. Might even be on sale once in a while. There have been sales on the game and the expansion packs before, so there might be another one at some point. And yeah, that's it. I hope you liked it, and I hope I'll see you again in one of my other videos.